I'm not here to tell you how to think. I'm here just to show you how I think, and hopefully it inspires you and gives you some insight. So you're probably thinking, who is this guy? Where is he from? I'm from these two beautiful people here. This is my mom and dad back in the day. So as you can see, my creative journey started even before I was born. This creatively confident dressed man walked up to this beautiful lady one night and asked for her hand. How could she resist? He's wearing a nice floral patterned dress shirt and a pimp vest. You say yes to these things. 9 months later, this little ball of putty was born and ready to get shaped. As you can see, I had to flex my creative muscle at a young age. I had to figure out how to get an extra large head into an extra small t-shirt. But don't worry, my body caught up and then some. So also, at the age of 19, like she was saying, at the age of 19, I started a clothing company, followed by an art and design company, and then a hot sauce company. I was lucky enough that my parents were supportive of all my creative endeavors. So I was very blessed in that sense. So confidence is not for everyone. So on my first day in advertising class, we were asking to do a project, and they said, who wants to present? I almost fell off my chair. Whereas everybody else is kind of embarrassed. It's the first day. They don't know if they're going to get made fun of, whatever. I was like, oh, pick me, pick me, pick me. Probably overconfident. But so I went up to the board, scribbled my little idea, and walked off like I was the man. And meanwhile, this is like the first day. My teacher said, Jeff, that's a terrible idea. You need to sit down. So I thought it was a good idea to start debating with an award-winning creative about how good my idea was. He's like, Jeff, shut up and sit down. I was like, all right. So I sat down. People hated this teacher because he would tell you how it is. He would tell you that the project sucked, that your idea is the worst, and he was trying to crush your confidence. And if he succeeded, you weren't ready for the real world. So people took it personally, whereas in reality, he was probably the best teacher that I ever had because he was getting you ready for the real world, and he was telling you the truth. And people thought he was supposed to be your friend. No, he's supposed to be your teacher, and that taught me to persevere, like just keep trying, and do better, and you will eventually become what you need to be. Ooh. So be proud and confident unless you're an artist. This is very odd because as an artist, you're not allowed to be confident for some reason. Like it says here, like we enjoy what we do, so we should do it for free. No, we shouldn't. So for example, if your house is flooding, you pick up the phone book, you start flipping through it, you see the big plumber ad that says, we are the best in the city. So you pick up the phone and you call them, and you say, my house is floating away, can you get here? Boom, half hour later, they're there, they fix the problem, then they say, it's gonna be double the price because of an emergency. No problem, you peel off your money, you give it to them, you're happy. On the flip side, as a creative, as an artist, people come up to you all the time and say, oh man, I have this event, I need business cards, I need an annual report, I need a poster, I need this, I need it yesterday. Can you do it for me? But we don't have a budget. Can you do it for free because you like it? And for some reason, as artists, we go, oh yeah, for sure, we'll do it, don't worry, it's all good, oh my God. Why does that happen? And like if you ask a plumber or any other trade, are you good at your job? They're gonna go, oh, we're the best. Like I said in the example of the yellow pages. An artist, for some reason, we're programmed, oh, are you any good at graphic design? Are you any good at painting? We go, I don't know, my mom, my friends like me, my mom thinks I'm cute, I don't know, I might be good, I don't know. Why is that? Because if as an artist, if you say, oh yeah, I'm really good, yeah, I do all this great work, and blah, 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 we're instantly conceited. I don't understand that. Whenever I speak to someone, I'm like, yep, I do a great job. Like, say it straight up. Why would I hire you? I wouldn't hire the plumber if he said he was like, oh, I don't know, I wouldn't hire him, so why do we think that people are going to hire us as an artist? Also, so every project puts your reputation on the line. I don't think a lot of people think of this. I had a project where a client came up and said, hey, can you design me a logo? This is what I want. I looked at it. It was not very good. So I said, you know what? I'll do this for you, but let me make it better. Let me make it more modern. Let me make it represent your company. And this is an investment company that lends out money. So you're going to want something that you can trust, right? And something that promotes that you're professional and modern. So I did all this work, and I presented it to him, and he says, "Nah, you know what? Let's go back to the original idea of my idea." And I said, "You know what? Okay, you're a paying customer. I will do that for you, but I ask you a favor. Can you please not tell anybody that I did this for you?" He's like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "I don't think this represents my brand or your brand, but you're a paying customer, so I'll do it." So that bruised his ego, and needless to say, we didn't finish the project. But I wasn't willing to put my reputation on the line for a couple bucks. Now, I know some of you out there right now are like, "Oh, this guy's a jerk. I'm sure he'd do that to somebody." This is what his logo, this is the logo that he wanted. Not that it's not the exact logo that he wanted, but picture his name of his company in this box. And this was like 2 years ago. This is like a Windows 95 button, and it would say like, "Timmy's Company," or whatever on there. I was like, "Nah, we're not doing that." So I'm not a jerk. So confidence comes from approval. You will fail before you succeed. So I have one of my best friend's little brothers. At the time, now we're cool because we're at the same age level and we're older. But he was always the little brother, you know. So he looked up to me because I was doing photography and graphic design and going on the Warped Tour and all that fun stuff. And so he started doing photography. And he was always getting, like he would post everything online and post all these things. And he would do photography, but then he would manipulate it after. And he would turn these beautiful landscapes and put flares here and flares there and make these beautiful pictures. And he'd post them, and people would be jealous because they were awesome. But people would post online, "Oh, this sucks, you're not a photographer, you don't know what you're doing, you're ruining everything, you're ruining photography," all the purists, you know. And he would get upset, and he'd come to me and say, "Oh, like, I don't know, am I doing this right?" I'm like, "You know what? Don't worry about what other people are thinking. I think this is amazing. You're almost like ahead of your time." I was like, "Keep doing it, and don't worry what other people are thinking." He's like, "Oh, you know, but they're making fun of me and this and that." I go, "They're jealous, just keep doing it." Now this kid, well, he's not a kid, he's an adult now, but now this guy is super successful. He's probably one of the best filmmakers, well, not filmmaker, but like commercials and little shorts and whatnot in the city, I would say. And this is all because of perseverance. Don't worry what other people are going to say about you. It doesn't matter. If you know your product's good and you have a vision for it, just keep going with it. So this is creativity and success. This is my story, just so you kind of guys get a grasp of what I do or what I'm doing up here. So this is one of my best art pieces I've ever made. Doesn't look very good, does it? So this basically is symbolizing everybody doesn't want to start. They're like, "Oh, this is a starting point." So, "Oh, if I start, I might fail, or I'm not good enough, or anything like that." And it's like, you know what? This is how I start some projects. I just do a little scribble on a napkin. I do a little scribble on something. And what it turns into is this. This was a 4-foot by 4-foot piece of wood that my friend and I, Lauren Javar, painted in front of hundreds of people, live painting at the Teles World Ski and Snowboard Festival in British Columbia, in Whistler. You'll see a picture of that later, with all the eyes on us as well, so it's a little more intimidating. Another example of starting off with something not so good that you don't want to show people. Like, I don't show people this. I just thought it'd be cool to show you guys the process. This is what it turns into. Once again, don't worry about where it starts. Worry about where it ends. Kind of like the photography story from earlier. This is a 5-foot by 3-foot painting of some mountains. We got some squid here. Little honey bear. He's so cute, eh? And then we got a bat here. And sometimes things turn out piss poor or a little bit crappy, but if that's your intention, there you go. I also had this on some clothing, the P on the front, P on the back, sold out. And this is the logo portion of the talk here. Every client comes up and says, "Oh, I want to be Apple. I want to be Nike. I want the simplistic, and I want the white space, and I want to be Teles." And I'm like, "Okay, perfect. That's how I like to design. Awesome. Thank you very much." But our logo has to have like 16 dolphins jumping this way, and 14 palm trees doing this, and arrows coming in from 15 directions, and coconuts over here. And I'm like, whoa. That's not Apple. I thought you said you wanted to be like Apple. Like, yeah, I know we do, but we want all that stuff. You can't have all that stuff. It's about making it minimalist, making it recognizable. Give it some white space. Give it some space to breathe. So does anybody know what this is? I think I heard some Africans out there. You are correct. So I was asked by a client to it's basically like Plenty of Fish, but it's an African dating site. So he's like, I need a logo for this. I'm like, all right, cool. So obviously, I look at a picture of Africa, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, okay, you know, doing a little creative process. And I came up with this. A picture of Africa. There you go. That's what it's supposed to happen. So anyway, so East Africa. So what happens when you meet somebody or you start dating somebody? You get butterflies in your stomach, right? So feel the butterflies. Boom. He loved it. Next example. Oh, there we go. So what do you see here? A G. No big deal. This client was called Jungle Media. And everything I do has to be iconic. And it has to be like a little graphic element that you can pull away and notice it if the wording is not there. So this company is called Jungle Media. And there you go. So Jungle Media here, so you just put a little snake tongue on there, boom, now it's a snake. Now you can pull that out and attach it to any piece of material that you have, and people are going to know what that is. This is a little more success here. This is at the Toronto International Film Festival. It's in all the celebrity handbags there. So this is Cardinal Official. He's a rapper from Toronto. And then we have ladies, calm down here. This is the Bachelor Paradise, loving the hot sauce here. And then, boop. It sounds glamorous. Oh, he's on Warped Tour and all this, and it was great on a tour bus. But I had to wake up every morning and sort through these clothes and bins and hang them and sweat all day. It's a lot of hard work. And if you're willing to put in the work, you'll reap the benefits. This is a little shot from a catalog, just some other clothing. And this is state of the art. This is the TELUS World Ski and Snowboard Festival. It's like a red carpet event. It's all this huge deal. And I was lucky enough to be asked to be a featured artist in it several times. Keep going here. This is one of my walls here. This is another year. This is like a prized possession here. This is, I found this 1955 Hoover vacuum in the garbage whilst I was going to put beer bottles away when I was bartending. And I brought it back in the restaurant. Everybody thought I was an idiot. And I was like, don't worry, I got something for this. And this is what it turned out to be. So I am whoever you say I am. And it does make sense. Like when you bought your TEDx ticket, you were like, oh, I'm going to go listen to a bunch of important people talk about things that I can only dream of. And that's not true. I'm here to tell you that each and every one of you is important. Each and every one of you can be on this stage. All you need is confidence. Find something you like, find something that you believe in, and pursue it. People will start taking notice. And fake it till you make it. It's true. Fake it till you make it, and there'll be so much pressure on you that it will mold you to succeed because you have the expectations. People are going to believe, people are going to think about you whatever they want, and that's their belief, and that's true to them, whether it's false or true. So why not help guide their thoughts to making them think that you're great? Cover bands don't win Grammys. So stop emulating and start your creative journey today. Thank you. My name is Jeff Denomme.